And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Giants. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go! 10 Lobo, 80 weapons. Hey, tight. Get it!
Now a handoff looking right. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Big stop, let's go!
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
52's the mark, boys. 52. Hey, Alpha. Switch up. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Army. Hey, Charlie.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. 2nd down and inches. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back to throw here. And Ingram holds it in. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
That's another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now back to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Push him back. Check team, spell.
On 2nd down, Pryor. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Carr. He's got his man here as Gary Jennings Jr., and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
1st down, Dolphins.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
29. 58. Echo. 59. We got it. Mike 5-9.
Carr going to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Pryor. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 16-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Mike, 55. Check, 50.
2nd and 9 now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Schwartz. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
And they give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, Foxtrot. Under crunch. 5.
Looking to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Christian Wilkins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Finds his tight end, Ingram. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Eluding the press. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Keenan Allen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over. All
right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Jennings was the one he was looking for. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
2nd and 1. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one good for 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And it's caught, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Kerryon Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He's got the first down and more past midfield. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys are back within a single score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
14, Dolphins 10.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, nice move. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
7 at the 38-yard line.
On
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This quarterback now, pretty remarkable. 14 of 15 through the air, only 1 incompletion, and another 1st and 10 here. They're going to look to throw. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll drop the throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
3rd and 6.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
80 weapon.
Now they try the right side here. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started. Dramatic, just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
93. Hey, Charlie.
From the 27th, Carr. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
93. 59, check, 59. Hey, 2. Here we go. Check.
Now Carr. And it's caught by Parker. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 1st down, Pryor. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pryor. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he's got some space here. The 20. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. He was looking for Parker that time. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 50-yard line.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check. Recon, 132 fighter. Here we go, D. All day, defense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, Delta.
Now Carr. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
185. $6.94. 59. Hey, Echo. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Carr now to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 45 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Check 3, check 3. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
On 1st down, Carr. And this is Parker, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Check. No. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Kill. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. No chance.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On second down now. Pryor, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. They'll keep it on the ground. Pryor, and they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
So we're back to a 1-score game, and now you figure we'll likely see an onside kick.
Yeah, they've only got the 1 timeout remaining, so I think they've got to take a chance of getting the ball back.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get it to the 40. Sweet little move in there, but couldn't get much yardage out of it. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
60 out, boss. 55. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now a handoff working right. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.